Video. In today's video I will show you how to record audio plus video and then play that audio video file inside your React Native application without any third-party libraries. And of course I will be using the new architecture. So first of all I will show you guys the output. So this is the output for the Android app. So as you can see, I'm asking for the audio video permission, and I'm not sure whether you guys can hear the recorded audio as well, like I'm speaking. Okay. And once I here you can see that there is no start recording or stop recording button. So as soon as you click on the camera itself, it will start recording. So at the top you can see that there is a green dot, which means the recording has started, and that green dot automatically comes on your Android OS, okay, to indicate the user that this app is recording something. And once you click on that camera again, it will stop recording and it will automatically open a exo player view or a player view to play that video file. So that's how it is. And the reason why I didn't took a button inside this camera view screen is that I was trying to add a button, but there is some React Native bug. Like, I have faced this many a times whenever you are trying to work with Camera X and try to use some kind of another view as well, like a button. The button, it either messes up the camera or the button occupies the entire width and height. Even though I manually change the width and height, still it occupies the entire width. I will show you in the code. I was using constraint layout, but still it was not working. Like, the same code works in native Android project. I don't know why it doesn't work on with React Native. And this is for iOS. So this was taken on iPad. So as you can see, for iOS you get a default screen for recording, which is good. Okay, this button comes of stop recording, start recording automatically. So I will stop recording, then you have to click on this use video button. Okay, again this is by default present inside iOS, so we don't have to do much. And once I click on it, you can see it plays a video for that. So yeah, that's it. So let's get started. So first of all, you have to enable the new architecture. So just search. So I have created a React Native project, and just search for new arc enabled, and inside make this as true. For iOS you have to cd to iOS directory and then run this command. So this will enable the new architecture. Now here things get a little complicated. So I'm using both turbo modules as well as fabric. So yeah, so bear with me a little. And I won't go into the documentation of turbo modules and fabric. These are already present over here, and they have in detail addressed all the steps that is required. So I will quickly go over all the code which I have created. Now this RTN iOS recorder is only specific to iOS. Okay, first, and secondly, it is an turbo module because it is not a fabric, because this entire layout for recording is already provided by iOS. So we just have to present that view controller inside our application. That's why it is a turbo module. Here you can see I have created some written some code for Android as well. The reason being that my project was not compiling. Like, I think React Native requires an Android module for whatever turbo module or fabric you created, even though it is specific for iOS. Same for Android as well. Like, if I created some turbo module only for Android or fabric module only for Android, it requires a minimum barebone codes for iOS as well, even though we won't be using it inside our app. So I'll quickly get started. So RTN iOS recorder is only specific for iOS. Then I have created an Android folder, and I have created a build.gradle file, copy pasted everything from docs. Only this Kotlin Android plugin has been added. This namespace has been changed, as well as this Kotlin standard lib has been added. Next, inside src I have created the required folders. Inside package, again I have copy pasted it from the docs. Only this names has been changed at appropriate lines. Okay, and inside iOS recorder module, as you can see, I am just overriding this method but not doing anything. Next, go to JS, and here I have created a turbo module. It requires a record method, and I have changed this name. Everything else is copied from docs. Package.json again copied from docs. This name has been changed. this name has been changed, this has been changed, and this has been changed. Next, I have created a podspec file, again copied from docs, and only this name has been changed. Okay, now the main iOS code lives inside the main iOS folder, which we'll get back to later on. Next, inside RTN My Camera. So RTN My Camera is only specific for Android, but I have written some code for iOS as well inside the main iOS folder, just so that the project should compile, that's why. But do note that RTN My Camera, it is a Fabric module and work only and it is only for Android. So create Android folder. Inside build.gradle, again copied from iOS, I have added this Kotlin Android plugin. RTN My Camera namespace has been changed, Kotlin standard lib has been added, and these are all the dependencies for camera. This will allow us to record the audio as well as video, and I have added a constraint layout as well. Even though I'm not using it, like I have tried the using constraint layout with Camera X, and because I wanted to show a stop and start recording button as well, but it didn't work, unfortunately. But you can try it on your side and let me know if you guys figure it out. Then inside src, I have created the required folders. First one, my camera package.kt, again copy pasted from docs, only file name has been changed. Next, you have to create this my camera manager, again copy pasted it from the docs, only file name has been changed. And another thing is, we have to add this method as well, because inside the because we will be sending the URI of the captured video from native side to React Native side. That's why this is necessary. Everything else remains the same, only this name has been changed, and this name has been changed. Next, we have to create an event file as well, because we are sending data from native side to React Native side, and this is boilerplate code. Next, inside my camera, so first of all, what you have to do, so here you can see I'm extending from constraint layout. I have created video capture and recording. Preview view is for camera, and I have created this video capture button as well, but in the output I have commented it out because it wasn't working. It was occupying the entire width and height, I don't know why. Then we require a camera executor as well as a file name format, and here we are creating layout params for a constraint layout, assigning to it. Then we need to create constraint set. Then we are assigning preview ID and adding this preview view to constraint layout. And here you can see I was creating this video capture button, and I was assigning width and height, and I was adding it to constraint layout as well, but it wasn't working, that's why I commented it out. And here was the constraint set as well, which I was working. So I was also doing wrap content for width and height, and I commented out this, but it still wasn't working. I don't know why, that's why I completely removed that. And this is the constraint set for our preview view to occupy the entire width and height of the screen. Then you have to do this constraint set dot apply. Now these are the two methods which you have to call whenever I want to work with Camera X. I don't know why, but there is some kind of a bug in React Native which causes these issues. And here is this preview dot on set click listener, and we are capturing the video. So if the video is already in capturing mode, it will stop the video if you click on preview, and vice versa. And here we are setting up our camera. Now these two methods I have just copy pasted it from Stack Overflow, otherwise your camera does not occupy the entire width and height. Now here we are setting up the camera. Okay, and next we are capturing the video over here, and this is like I have mostly copy pasted this content from Camera X documentation. And what it basically does is it captures the video and save it to our external storage inside this movies Camera X video. So you can change this to whatever you want, but it would be stored inside external storage. Okay, next, again, even I don't understand this, but yeah, this is for recording. All this code is for recording, and once a video has been recorded, this is the code which we used to send the data back to React Native side. Okay, so we are sending the URI, and here we are closing the video, and I don't think this is necessary because video capture button is not used. Now this is the code for starting the camera. Again, this is boilerplate code which you have to write every time whenever you want to capture a video. So yeah, that's it. Next, go to JS. RTN my camera native component.ts, and here again, here you can see copy pasted everything from docs, but here we want to send an URL from native site to React Native site. That's why this event has been on photo captured has been this should be this is not named properly because I have copy pasted this code from my other tutorial, but this should be like on video captured or something. But if you change it over here, make sure you change it over here as well, here, and I think over here as well, and here. Okay. Yeah, and next package.json, again copy pasted it from docs, only this name has been changed and this has been changed. Next podspec file, again copy pasted from docs and name has been changed. Now this is RTN my permission, so this is again specific only to Android. So we require the camera audio permission as well as right to external storage permission. That's what it's been handled. So inside Android, src for build.gradle, again copy pasted from docs, only this plugin has been added as well as this namespace has been changed. Next, my permission package.kt, I have copy pasted again from documentation and only this file name has been changed. And my permission module.kt, here as you can see we are requesting for audio, camera and write external storage permission, and requesting that permission. Now this callback will be raised on inside the main activity file, which I will get back to later. Okay. Next, inside JS you have to create this file, and this again this is just a boolean, again copy pasted everything from docs, and this method name and this file name has been changed. Package.json, again copy pasted everything from docs and this name has been changed, this has been changed, this has been changed as well as this has been changed. Next, again I have created a podspec file, again copy pasted everything from docs and this name has been changed. Now RTN my player is a Fabric component and it will be used both in Android and iOS, and this is copy pasted from my previous tutorial of using audio and video. So if you want more in detail explanation, check out that video, but I will quickly go through this. Build.gradle, copy pasted from docs, this has been changed, this has been changed, this has been added, and we require this media 3 dependency. Next, inside src, first myplayer.kt, so here you can see we are using a linear layout, and this is all the code for playing a video inside your Android application. Again I won't go into it because I have already explained in my previous tutorial. And this is code for my player manager, here we will get the URL, and this is my player package.kt. Inside JS art, so this is how we have defined this Fabric component. And inside iOS, first we have to define this header file. Next we have to add this rtn myplayer.mm file. Okay. Next we have to add this another Objective-C file, this. Next, inside package.json, again same thing, and podspec file, this is podspec file. So yeah, that's it for all the files. Now go inside your so I have created one file, androidview.tsx, specifically for Android. So here we are checking whether we have camera permission and whether we have got that recorded audio's URL or not. So first I'm requesting camera read and write permission. Once we get that permission, we are presenting our camera component, and once we get the URL of the captured video, we are displaying this RTN my player. Okay. Next, inside iOS view.tsx, again we have defined our URL, and this is our event emitter. We are first asking for record audio, and once we get the URL, we display this, and this is empty because we are calling this record audio turbo module. That's why this is empty. But if you want, you can create a button, and inside that button you can call this method, and this is for displaying the video. Next, for Android, go to Android app, build.gradle. First you have to add this apply plugin Kotlin Android, as well as you have to add this implementation Kotlin standard lib. Next, inside build.gradle you have to add this Kotlin version, as well as you have to add this class path. Next, src main, inside Android manifest add all these permissions. Next, in Java, open this main Android folder inside Android Studio, and you must be seeing main activity.java. You have to convert this file from Java to Kotlin, and after that so from RTN map permissions turbo module, you get a callback over here, and if the permissions are granted, I'm sending it back as true, otherwise as false. Okay, and this is a method for checking all permissions are granted or not. Okay, so I think that should be it for Android. I hope I'm not missing anything. So yeah, one important step which we forgot is you have to run this command. So open your terminal and first run this yarn add ./rtn my camera, then run this, then run this, and then run this. Then you have to do cd ... so it will move you outside your React Native project, and then you have to run this all 4 commands one by one. The only change which you have to make is, so here you can see my project name is, I think I opened the wrong project. So here it should be project name. Okay, so this was just part of my debugging, that's why I changed it. Okay, so wait, I'll show you guys. Okay, so this was my actual original project. I was facing some issue, that's why I had created another project. But all you have to do is you have to then run all these commands. Okay, and this is my project name, right? My app 2. So you have to run my app 2, my app 2, my app 2. Okay, this all my app 2. Here it should be, and this should be your folder name, whatever folder you have created. Okay, once you are done with this, you have to again move back to your main Android folder. So cd to your Android folder, and then you have to run this. Okay, once you run this, you have to cd to your main iOS folder and then run this. So it will create pod of all the folders which you have created. And now open your iOS folder inside Xcode. So first of all, you have to create a Swift file. It will, so once you create a Swift file, Xcode will ask, do you want to create a bridging header? Click yes, and inside the bridging header you have to add this event emitter as well as this RCT utils. I don't think this RCT utils is required, but anyways, just to be on safer side, it's better to add it. Next, I have created this Swift file. So here, as you can see, I am extending from UI navigation controller and UI picker controller, and this is our RCT presented view controller. And once a video has been recorded, this gets called, and this will get called from the Objective-C file. So this will start the actual video recording, and once a video has been recorded, it will go back over here, and this will actually give you the URL. So here you can see I'm sending the URL back to React Native side, and if you wanted to store it to your Photos app, you can use this code as well. Okay, but I am not saving it, so yeah. Then go to info.plist, and you have to add this 4 permissions. Next, this video helper, again I don't understand much of it, like I have copy pasted this from Stack Overflow. So yeah, I will just slowly scroll through it. You can just copy paste this code if you want to, but basically in short, it will help us with all the video audio recording. Okay, now regarding for event emitter, so like this is for, again copy pasted this from Stack Overflow, and yeah, this is an Objective-C file for sending data back from React Native side to native side. And this is our header file, again copy pasted everything from docs, only file name has been changed. And this is an Objective-C++ file So make sure your extension is .mm. Even for this it should be .mm, but this is fine. But this RTMI camera should be .mm. Okay, so create an Objective C file and then change the extension to .mm. And again, this has been copy pasted from docs. This should be your bridging header name. So here is my app 2. So my bridging header should be my app 2 dash swift.h. Okay, and here we are creating our view. And so this is like boilerplate for RTMI camera. This is not really used on iOS side, it is specifically for Android. But given that iOS was giving me some error, that's why I had created it. And same for this file as well. Okay, now coming back to this file. So this is a header file, again copy pasted it from docs, only file name has been changed. And this is the Objective C++ file, and again copy pasted from doc. This should be your bridging header name, so change it accordingly. And this is creates a variable of our Swift file, and here you can see inside the record we are calling the record of our Swift file, and this again copy pasted from docs, only this name has been changed. Okay, now what else? We have covered this all. Important thing to note is that general. Okay, so you have to go over here, frameworks, libraries. You have to add this avkit.framework, because all our avkit code of playing the video is written in Objective C. That's why you have to add this. And also I think you have to make the iOS version to 15. So that's another thing. What else? I think that should be it. Thank you for watching. Bye.